Obviously, you'd like to pitch a shutout every time you go out, but on games like this where it's up and down, back and forth all day, are they still fun on the defensive side?
They're fun. Anytime you get to play, it's fun. But when they're scoring like that, obviously we got to come back tomorrow and correct some things.
What are those things you guys feel like you need to correct?
I think it's just probably a bust here and there, people not doing their job on a particular play.
A couple of their touchdowns, their quarterback was able to keep the play alive with his feet, and then a guy got deep. Was he more mobile than you expected?
Yeah, I mean, he's a mobile guy. He's a big guy, and he can run, obviously, as we saw today. So, we got to do a better job of getting after him and getting him on the ground.
Sonny said he feels like you guys are just, at this point of the year, are tired. Is that part of it? Do you feel that?
Maybe, but it doesn't really matter. We still got to go out and execute and do our job every play.
What was the key to, your coach always talks about responding to games, whether it's winning or losing, and last week obviously you had the setback in Memphis, but also gave up 50 whatever it was points. What was the key to bouncing back, not just from the loss, but from that kind of point total?
I think it goes back to just workouts with Coach Coxe in the summer. No matter what happens on a particular rep or something, just bounce back and look at the next play and just execute your job at a high level.
I know last week there was the issue with the kickoff coverage, but then today that was, Sonny mentioned it, obviously what ended up pretty much winning you guys the game. Do you guys do you look at it like that? Like that was almost kind of ironic in a sense?
I think so. I mean, that was a huge part all last week in practice. Everyone kind of took responsibility for the bad play last week, and I think it showed that once you really work hard towards something, you can execute at a high level.
How frustrating was it to have to line up against a guy like Tyler Snead, who just kind of seemed to have his own way out there?
I mean, that was a good team. So, I mean, they executed some plays, they got us on some plays, but we just tried to do our job.
You get a little time off, you get a week off now where obviously you get some time to rest and recover a little bit, but then you get to play Navy with that option offense. Some defensive linemen talk about hating playing against it. What's the key to being effective, and how much do you look forward to playing against that kind of system?
Well, last year I kind of liked it. I mean, if you do your job every play, chances are you're going to make a lot of plays just because they're running it so much. So it should be a good challenge for us. We've been practicing all year for it, going back into spring and summer workouts, so I think we'll be prepared.
How much of the effectiveness of their offense is because they do it well, and how much is just because you only see it once a year?
I think it's a little bit of both. They're probably like one of 2 or 3 teams in the country that runs that offense, so it's different. Like, you don't get to practice against it every week, but I think we'll be prepared.